Hey YouTube. So I've been stuck on the fence, you know. I really like this girl that I work with, and I've been working with her for about almost 2 years. But she only works a couple of shifts here and there, except for like summer where she works more. And I like her a lot, you know. She's my type. She's super pretty. Honestly, I feel like she's out of my league, but I don't know, honestly. It's just I waited too long, you know, and she got a boyfriend about a month before I asked her out, and I didn't know. So I'm trying not to encroach on that, you know. It's their relationship. I'm trying not to make a move and potentially, like, I'm not really sure how to put it, but I don't know, I find myself just like trying to sleep at night and not being able to fucking fall asleep because I'm thinking about her, you know. And I'm not really sure what I should do in this situation, how I should approach it, you know, because like I've heard people tell me it's a closed book, you know. I shouldn't try and encroach on that. But I've had other people tell me that, because I don't go to school with her, I only work with her, and she's my age, like she's in the same grade as me, and she, like other people have told me that fuck that dude, you know. I don't know the dude, and I shouldn't be worried about his feelings, but also at the same time, like, I just don't know how to feel about it, if that makes sense, you know. And I'm not sure like how I should approach it. So if y'all want to help me out, if this does get traction, which this is my first video, so it's not going to get traction, but if y'all want to give me a little bit of advice in the comments, you know, that'd be fire, you know. Or like, just, I don't know, follow my journey. I'd appreciate it, you know. But like I said, I don't know what to do in this situation. You know, I've never had a girlfriend, and about a couple weeks after I'd asked her out and found out she had a boyfriend, I tried to ask out some other girl at school, and just, it didn't feel right. I moved too quickly, and she said that she didn't want a relationship, yet I still pushed because I didn't want it to be the same thing that happened with her. The girl from work, I didn't want it to be the same situation that happened, where I waited too long, and I didn't want to regret not, like, I don't know. But I think I moved way too fast. She didn't really get to know me. We like played video games like once, and that's about it, you know. We were talking for like about 4 days, just like constant on Instagram, and she eventually, I had asked her if she wanted to go hang out around like downtown or something, just walk around, and she asked me if we were to do it, would it just be friends, like just be as friends? And I was like, well, yes, I like you a lot. I like you for your personality, and I understand that you don't want to be in a relationship, so I'm willing to respect that. And I still want to be her friend. And then she said, okay, thanks, and then proceeded to ghost me, which is really cool of her, you know. We go to school together, so that's going to be really awkward for her next year. I'm not going to be weird about it. But she ghosted me, and then about a week later, after her just, if people ghost me and just ignore me, I fucking send goofy messages. So I think I sent like I don't know if any of y'all been on Instagram, but you know that gif of fucking Electro, the, like, him getting tased? I sent that, and then about a week later, after I just gave up on responding, I checked to see if she finally responded, and she blocked me. No reason, you know. I didn't do anything wrong there, except for me trying to fuck with her a little bit, but I'm not really too concerned about it, because everybody at work was telling me that I need to date someone before I go for someone who you gotta, I don't know how to put this, but you gotta date chop shit before you can date fine shit. And I don't see it as that way, you know? Like, I think that I'm plenty capable of, I don't know how to put it, but all I know is that didn't work out for me. We only had been talking for like fucking 3 days before I had messaged her on Instagram in class. And honestly, I think that was my fault because I was being too pushy. I don't know, I have regrets, and I think that's a way for me to learn from that mistake and grow better as a person for it. I'm not taking it personally, but like I said, I've never been in a relationship. I've never been anything like in anything like that. So I've been trying to test the waters with other people because I don't want to fuck up with this girl that I like a lot. And I've been trying not to have the stance on it where it's like it's a high school relationship, they're gonna break up soon, because I know that's not how that works. And I know that people, if they really like someone and this dude that's dating her would be fucking crazy to stop dating her because she's just so fucking, I don't know. I feel like also at the same time, if I did start dating her, either it would better me or worsen her, because I get shitty grades. I have no like AP classes. I don't do any sports. I mean, I skateboard, but that's not like a school sport. And I mean, I show up to work. And she, at school, she does like a bunch of AP classes. She already is thinking about college. She does track. She is doing all of that while still holding down a job, which is why I like her so much, because I am so impressed about all of the shit that she's been able to do while still holding down school. And she doesn't post on Instagram too much, so she knows, she's like, she doesn't get around. I don't mean to be like that, you know, but she's sick right now, so I've been kind of talking to her here and there on Instagram, you know, just like checking up on her, because I saw in our shift app that she had put a bunch of shifts up for grabs for other people because she was feeling gross or feeling sick. So I checked on her, let her know I was here, she wanted to talk, blah blah blah, all that, just generally just trying to be delicate but also make sure that she knows that I'm here, which I'm worried I sound crazy right now, but otherwise I haven't really talked to her ever since she told me that she has a boyfriend. I've talked to her like once at work, but I mean, I just, like I said, I feel like I'm a broken record right now, but I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Anyways, yeah, that was my first video, I guess. and I'll update y'all on how that's going. I have a little issue where if I like someone, because I've had a bunch of options when it comes to like asking girls out, but I set my sights on one person and make sure like I am putting forth all of my effort towards that one person, even if I have other options, just because I don't want to jeopardize potentially a really good relationship for someone that I don't like as much, if that makes any sense. But I have this issue where I set my focus towards one person, which I know I could expand my horizons more. I know I could talk to more people. I could try and go for someone else because she's not available. She has a boyfriend. But that's just not the person I am. I'm not able to do that without feeling guilty, or I don't know if it's guilt is the right word, but feeling bad that I potentially lost my chance with this one person because I gave it up for someone I don't like as much, I don't have as much in common with. So that's it. That's my spiel. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye, YouTube.